Like, what's the purpose? Like, what's our mission? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're chosen people, quote unquote, right? What's the point of that? Like, what are we supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
I'm showing it to you right now, brother. I appreciate that question.
The real Israelites. They stole that from us. We are the real Israelites. There's 12 tribes. Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Cubans, Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans. We are the 144,000.
They're not the real Jews, they're not the Israelites. That was taken from us through our captivity by disobeying God, right? That's what's happening. That's what we're here to show you your true identity, right? I remember I asked you what's your nationality. You said you black, but you can't find black as nationality in the Bible. African American, right?
American, not African American. American.
American, right? You still can't find American in the Bible because God never called us none of these names. There's a name
change. So don't all the countries and continents update with names as we go on with time? Like it used to be like Turtle Island or whatever it was and all those.
I agree. Time do change, but the Lord God doesn't change, right? How He perceived us, how He sees us doesn't change at all, right? Because there's a name He has for all of us, right? I'm gonna show you according to the Bible. What's your father? Mind me asking. Is he American to your dad?
Yeah, we're from Florida. We're from America. Yeah.
Oh yeah, American, Florida, right? I'm gonna show you something. Let me get Deuteronomy 28. All right, I'm gonna show you something because this Bible right here, this is our history book. Right? A lot of people want to know that because this is our history book. There's a reason why I'm saying you're an Israelite, right?
Romans 28.
7 and 6 verse. It's like 7 and 6 verse.
Romans chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people.
The Bible said, for you are an holy people, right? When you read the word holy means set apart, separate, right? Go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord, your God. That's very possessive. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God.
Your God. Go ahead.
Have chosen.
Have chosen my brother right here. What's your name, brother?
Jones.
Jones. Chosen brother Jones. Go ahead.
To be a special people.
To be a special people. Go ahead.
Unto himself.
Unto what?
Unto himself.
Unto himself. That's very clear, right? That's clear, right? He said the scripture said he was very special unto himself. Now, did it say everybody else? Did it mention anybody else but you? The Israelites, right? It says the Israelite are special people unto himself, right? Well, you so-called black person, African brother right here.
But I'm sorry to cut you up, but what's the purpose? Like, what's our mission? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're chosen people, quote unquote, right? What's the point of that? Like, what are we supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
I'm showing it to you right now, brother. I appreciate that question too. 10 and 12.
And Romans 10, verse 12.
I'm gonna get that to you. Go ahead.
And now Israel.
And now Israel, one more time.
What does the Lord thy God require of
you
thee?
asked what's up person, what do God want from you? Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Have to fear of your God. Go ahead.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways. Go ahead.
And to love him.
And to love God. When you love God, you got to, which is an action word, correct? Love. Right. Go ahead.
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God.
Go ahead.
With all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Right.
To keep the commandments
to
of
do
the
what?
Lord. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's what God wants from you. You got to keep the commandments, right? The commandments. Majority of y'all people believe that God's people are being cast away. We no longer here. That's a lie, right?
Yeah, but what about everybody else though? Why he make us chosen? You think what I'm saying? Yeah.
I appreciate you asking that, right? Because that's why everybody else. There's 18 nations on the earth, right? Each nation have their own rulership, their own rulership. But as for the Israelite, God is he's in command. God is above us,
so there's
right?
more than one God then?
There's only one God.
But I'm trying to understand. I'm not even trying to get the so you saying like, okay, Jesus, or who would you be considered?
Yeah,
our God.
God,
right?
God.
Okay, so he made us special. But what if, and you said everybody else got their own ruler. So I thought God would be everybody's ruler, or Jesus would be everybody's ruler.
This was I see where miscommunication happened at, right? Yes, you're right. God created everybody, right? But God have a chosen people that He's dealing with, right? Which is the Israelite, right? As far as the other people, right? God is not dealing with them the same way he's dealing with us, right? They have to come to us to deal with God, right? But right now, it's not the time to deal with the other nation, because God only dealing with you because he gave the law, statute, and commandment unto you. He didn't give it to them, right? Because you're the only one that could break God's law. They can't, right? But if you're looking at history, I'm gonna let you speak. Right. If you're looking at history, right, what happened to our people, so-called black people? What happened to us? We was in captivity, correct?
I don't know about all that.
You don't know about that? Why you say that?
Because I did some research with my personal lineage. I got back to the U.S. Census where it starts around. So when they started tracking like people in America, it was like around the 1700s, right?
Right.
So I got back to early 18s, around 7. Like I don't know what the story that they told us. I don't know how true that is. If our people was really in captivity, I just don't know how true that is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We were in captivity. I don't know. As myself as a Haitian, right? My people was in captivity. You may not be in captivity. You could have been from the tribe of Gad or Reuben, right? Because you see your people was already here.
Yeah.
Right. That could be that. Right. But that doesn't mean the other brothers that's in America that's not. The ancestor with captivity from slavery. You know what I'm saying?
I can speak on that too.
Right, come. So, what I'm saying is, before I get back to the brother right
real
here.
Quick, so y'all purpose is basically to enlighten people who they are, where they come from, and to obey God, right?
To obey God, their nationality. We're here to give them their nationality back
Okay, so
again.
all right, once we get the nationality, who you are, where you come from, and you following the commandments, then what?
Then what? That's beautiful. Then you in the eyes of God. Now the Most High be able to see everything that you're doing. The Most High will bless you, right? The Most High will get us out of this captivity that we're still under.
I don't think we're under captivity.
Why you
the
say
reason
that?
why I stopped because I wanted to know. Like I always see y'all brothers, I respect y'all, and I'm like, I want to see what y'all about. I never really stopped, but I'm chilling tonight. But I don't see how we still in captivity. I just went and got a burger.
Got a burger,
you know what I'm
right?
saying? I can pretty much do anything. I can go anywhere I want to go. I can do whatever I want to do. I can believe in God. I can praise God. I can smash in many joints as I want to smash. You know what I'm saying?
That's sinning. You said you could smash it.
Smash my ladies' house. That's sinning.
Yo, man, you said many joints.
Joints is, I'm from Boston. That means women. Like I'm any women.
Multiple women, right? Or
yeah. Why can't I?
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. You can't jump into a woman like that. If you sleep with a sister, right?
I'm not perfect though. You know
I understand that, but we got to try to be perfect, correct? Right. So what I'm saying is, according to the Bible, what you're doing right there, that's sinning.
We always sinning. I'm gonna strive. You know what I'm saying? But like what I mean is like as far as let's just stick to the captivity part. I don't see how we in I was just giving examples to show you like how we not in captivity. Like I'm pretty much free. You mean maybe free not in God's eyes? Is that maybe what you're saying? I don't know. I feel like we're free.
Not free. Think about it, brother.
Explain this to me.
What's happening in America right now?
Right now, I'm chilling, talking to y'all. We have y'all educating, y'all talking. I'm having a burger. We're free, brother. I don't see how we're not free.
So, you sure about that?
Yes.
What Donald Trump did to the Hispanic and the Haitians?
What he did to them, I don't. All right, so they're free. I mean, free. What do you mean? They can do whatever they want to do. They can't come to America because now that has to do with jurisdictions, and that's whatever. You can't just go into any country like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that does not mean they're not free.
Who's America belong to?
I think maybe what, Britain or England or something like that.
America was actually from the Gadites, right? From Native American. It was annexed by the white Caucasian people.
I disagree there.
Why?
Because they got conquered, bro. That's what happened. They got conquered. They took their shit. It's not like you gotta be able to hold your shit or somebody gonna come and take it. You dig what I'm saying? They got conquered as a people. It's like if someone's able to take this burger from me, it's not my burger. You gotta be able to hold it down.
Got you. So you think it's just in God's eyes? Is that what you're saying?
Not in God's eyes. I'm talking about. I want to stick to the specific. Like we're talking about. You said we're in captivity, right? And you brought up like Haiti or whatever the case may be. Okay, I'm not from Haiti. I'm not from Spain. I'm not Spanish, right? I'm American, right?
American,
so
right.
Help me. Let's just stick with my race, right? As an American, I'm free, bro. Like I can go and do anything I want to do.
You can't, brother.
What can I do? Tell me one thing I can't do right now.
Can you right now, right? Get on the plane, leave the country.
Yeah.
How?
I can go right to West Palm Beach. I mean, that's right to Miami, and then go to Jamaica.
I'm not talking about the state, brother. I'm talking leave the country. Right?
Yeah, I can go. I can go right to Miami International and fly to. I can fly.
What do you need for that?
Huh?
Do you need something for that?
Well, like a passport or whatever the case may be. Right. I have a passport.
That's the point, brother.
And if I didn't, I'm so G'd up. I'll get there if I want. I don't. That's the other thing too. I'm not subjugated to these niggas. If I wanna go and do something, I'm gonna go and do it, regardless of the fact. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get into details.
Like when I think this. Let me just finish up. I think that what y'all doing, I think is a good idea. But you think y'all might be like working backwards? Like, how are we not free though?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna break it down to you, right? So I'm gonna let you talk just a second. It's like, right? Do you work? You got a job?
Nah.
Why not? What do you do? What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm just chilling. I'm not working right now.
You're not working. So how do you make your income?
I got bread
Do you have
saved
bills?
up. I got bread. I had some bread saved up.
But it's gonna be a point in time, right? You're gonna have to get a job.
No, not really.
Not really.
No. We right here in Florida. I can climb that tree right there, drink some coconut water, and I'm Gucci.
So you're gonna be living in the streets.
Yeah, I could do it if I did. There's nothing really wrong.
I mean, you're not free, brother. That's the point I'm saying.
No, you guys are confused. This is the thing. You're talking about that is free. If I want to live on the street, see you. How is that not free? Tell me. That's free coconut water right there. There's mangoes everywhere. I can go and grab them joints.
Water.
And if I want to sleep outside, fresh air.
That's liberty.
Go ahead, wait, go ahead.
That's liberty. That's exactly what it is. Because think about it. What if you have children? How you gonna provide for them?
Bro, I just told you.
Kind of coconut tree and
Yes,
give them
bro.
something to eat.
Yes, there's mango trees, avocado trees, papaya
Wait,
trees,
wait,
bro.
what?
There's watermelon trees. I mean, not watermelon vines, bro. There's everything is actually free.
There's a law going on where America, right? You're not allowed to grow certain things in your household. And you're not allowed to go in the tree and climb that.
I can climb a tree right now and get a coconut water. Or I could go right to I could go right to anybody right now, knock on their door. Hey, sir, can I have some coconut water? They'll give it to me. If they turn it down, I go and get another coconut water. So you're trying to live in some luxury shit where you need maybe apartment buildings, all this other extra shit.
That's not what I'm saying.
Look, you just asked me a question actually directly. To feed my family, you don't really need much, bro. All you need is 1 meal a day. You know what I'm saying? 1 meal. There's water right there. I can go fish. Give me a couple of fishes. Eat that up right quick. You dig? No, it's real. This is real, bro.
So what you got? You got
It's real. It's real rap, yo.
I'm gonna show you fundamentally how you're not free.
Right.
We're gonna go to Christ.
Just break that down.
We're gonna go to Christ's words. He fundamentally broke it down. You know what I mean? All right. This is Matthew 17, verse 24.
Bring it out.
And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money, tax money,
Go ahead.
came to Peter and said, doth not your master pay tribute taxes?
So you're not free commandments. You're basically saying that then that's gonna relinquish me of not paying taxes.
No, brother. That's not what I'm saying. Go ahead.
There's a point where we don't have to, rely upon America. We're not owed to America, right? There's a point where we go back to our own homeland,
Right.
Well, we do not pay taxes because we're children. Yeah, that's just gonna basically say. Let me get there. Go on.
I'm gonna say something, brother.
Of their own children or of strangers. Talking about taking taxes. Who are they taking tax from? Peter saith unto him, of the strangers. Jesus saith unto him, then the children are free.
The what?
The children are free.
That's what it is.
There are certain people in America who don't pay taxes.
All right, so here's the thing about it, right? When you say certain people don't pay taxes, who are you talking about?
There are certain people, certain of the elites who do not pay taxes. It's the
Trump.
Okay, so boom, now y'all
Hold on.
financially because first of all, they pay taxes. The way they pay taxes is different. They may have a business, and then like the trickle down effect where they get tax breaks. So they definitely pay taxes. They pay tax. Everybody pays taxes.
Who owns the District of Columbia, Washington D.C.?
Okay.
Who owns the land there?
Owns the
It's
land?
not part of America.
Right.
Wait, go ahead.
Washington D.C. is not part of America.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Who owns that? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I forget one of the presidents. I remember a little wrestling history. One of the presidents.
The people. There are certain laws where you can own land and don't have to pay taxes because you're on your own land. The people who don't.
People go and do stuff like this. They can bury they what do you call it? There's somebody in their backyard, and then now it's a cemetery. So those are just we're talking about tax code and things like that. So you can get around that.
No. By birth, you're not a child. You're not a child of the land.
Okay.
I'm trying to show you that by law, there are people from the start who didn't have to pay no taxes. You know what I mean? Those people are children of the land, right? Because their parents actually owned America.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what it's talking about. There are people that are literal children of America, and there are people who are servants of America. The vast majority of us pay taxes at birth. I think
that's more educational, right? Because once you start learning how to make money and do things like that, you know how to get around the tax codes and things of that nature.
You're at birth owed to pay taxes.
Your social security itself.
Until you die. You're at birth.
No, not necessarily. See,
I do this in my sleep, but ain't no sleeping on me. Big old 40 in them scriptures, know I keep it on me. Matt Black, Mac 11 for the pretty Tonys. He sneak dissing on the chef, I thought that we was homies. I had to hustle, my back to the walls, ashy knuckles. I made my mama worry. I mean, I bought it for the clay, but sold it for the curry. I needed gold in the state, them crackers, they try to curb me. I never thought I was worthy.
Side of that, if you have the education.
When you learn about the straw man, what do they teach you first? What do they tell you about yourself? That you're basically a slave.
You're a corporation.
Not even that too, right? And they wall.
Right,
what they have.
I gotta go.
This
I
is we
just
all
want to hear y'all. But I just want to hear the thing about the thing I'm trying to like.
I'm gonna
really
get back
want
to
you
the other
to break
people.
down.
You want to know about the other people?
I really want to understand this part. The whole thing that. Because this, like, is that we're not free, right? I understand the taxes, right? Okay, I'm going to go along with that. Let's say, okay, we paying taxes, right? Okay, let's say we got to pay taxes. Okay, so but how does that like, how are we not free though? Because and then the thing about it is that it depends on, and then technically it depends on like, on, let me think, like, like how much you pay in taxes and stuff. Like I don't see how that makes us not free.
I'll show you why. Because when I ask you a question, right?
I'm American.
You're American. You meant to say American, right?
Yeah, I'm really a human, but we'll keep it for basics. We'll keep it as American.
What you're saying, brother, right? But none of these are. You can't find that in the Bible whatsoever, right?
What?
American.
Because back then when the Bible was written, I think they changed the names. Like even black people, first we was colors, then we was Negroes, then we was this.
Right. But there was a certain name that would stick to us, right? Okay. There was a certain name that always be our name, right? Which is right. Yeah. Right. So now I'm gonna show you why that happened to us, right? Go ahead.
Is it Psalms 34?
83.
83?
Yeah, 83, right? I'm gonna show you because you're right. Majority of our black brother that's black out here, they actually was in America. You know what I'm saying? That's when the white men come around and conquer them and the whole kingdom thing going on, right? The whole Thanksgiving thing. You know the issue on that, right?
I mean, my main thing is like I really want y'all to touch on. I heard about the tax, but maybe break it down a little bit more outside of the tax thing, right? How are we not free? Like when I think free, because when I think so, maybe I need the definition because maybe I need the definition of freedom. Because what I'm thinking is this: as a free man, right? What I'm thinking is this: okay, I have the freedom to pretty much operate in any realm I want to. Under any law, anything, there's always going to be a situation where you're going to have to subjugate yourself to some kind of law. You understand? But for the most part, if to say we're not free,
exactly,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's a good question. And their wall, right? The constitutional wall. It says we are equal. Doesn't it say that? It says all men are equal. Right, but when was that written?
What, with the Constitution?
Right. That was what was black people doing that time? Captivity was in slavery still. How are we all equal?
Physical captivity.
Physical captivity.
Because they got conquered, bro.
Right, but how are we all equal? That's the question.
See, that's a different thing, though. No, that's a different thing. The equal that they talking about and equal as a man, you still equal as a man, but you got conquered. You understand what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean that you're not equal. It means that you got conquered. Brother, I don't understand how that means that you're not equal.
We're not equal. What I'm saying is we're not equal because
in their eyes, even if let's say that
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you a better example why we're not equal, right? The Arab man could come from India. He can come to America and get a job, get approved for a loan. While we in America for all our lives, we can't get the same loan that they could get. Right, they could build corner stores around our neighborhood. They could build liquor store around our neighborhood. We cannot, brother, because
yes, we can, bro. See,
you got. In order to do that,
I can do it right now. If I want to go and take out a loan, I can go take out a loan the same way they take out. They probably get. You saying they may get better? What different privileges and stuff like that?
Once you sign that little dot line saying I'm Black African American, they're gonna start looking at you different, brother.
Now, when it comes to business, you can open an LLC. They won't even be able to look at me. My identity is hidden behind that.
Now that's a different
No, but that's how you would do it. My identity is hidden behind it. They don't know if I'm black or white. The business name is Alpaca.
Actually, it is because I remember this is
I have
true.
an LLC.
Because I remember this brother, right? This brother bought a home.
Yeah.
right, from the good neighborhood, right? I'm saying he was trying to purchase that home, right? Because he's a black man. They turned him down. You know what he did? He wanted to get his friend.
Who turned him down?
The people in the community, the people
They didn't want him to live there because of racism?
Right. That's the point we're saying. There's no such thing as equality. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I think so I think it's a mentality. So when I don't look at I guess you're talking about like the rules and regulations of society, right? Where there's prejudice and things like that. Okay, I agree with you there, right? But in the eyes of God, I am equal, and you know what I'm saying? So and actually, I don't, and I'm free, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you select what you said?
When you done, I'm gonna say something.
All right,
I got you.
In the eyes of God, you saying we are equal?
No, I'm saying in the eyes of God, I'm saying like I'm free. Like I don't see how I'm really confused about this.
Okay.
I'll fix the definition.
I was just about to say
I'll fix the definition. Okay. The liberty versus freedom. All right. Liberty means you can do something, doesn't mean you have the right to. Okay. Freedom means you have all right to do whatever you want right there. You know what I mean? Liberty means
within confines, and that's
no. You don't have confines. You know what I mean?
There are people who can just have open sex right here, bro.
You don't have confines to do. You don't have confines in the land that you're there.
But nobody.
You know what I mean?
Okay, good.
So freedom in this land, you don't have freedom, right? You have liberty to do things. Money talks. Right? That's what you're talking about. Money talks. People receive money. They won't really receive you. Because if they wanted to, they can just deny you based on your looks. But if you had enough money, now that talks for you to be able to get a loan. Right? If you had an LLC, now you can get a loan a little bit easier. There is that people can get a loan and get business money without a business?
Right.
Why is it that people can say that again? Say it slow.
Why is that there are certain people that can get business money, like get $100,000, $150,000 off the bat, but you need an LLC to get one.
Okay, all right. So I see what you're saying about now. Okay, so yeah, okay. In that capacity, you're right. You're talking about racism,
and that's just
okay.
Inequality.
So we're talking about inequality. Okay,
but that's not even liberty.
I would say this. Okay, yeah. Okay, I agree with that. Yeah, we do have racism, inequality, and things like that exist. Okay.
That's just inequality.
Okay.
I'm not talking about liberty and freedom. Remember, liberty, you have time to do whatever you want to do now. It doesn't mean that you have the right to do the certain things. Freedom means that nobody can chain you down for what the heck you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. So I'm coming from the space of this, right?
That's like a diplomatic ambassador.
No, I appreciate that. I see what you're saying. I come from this, right? Where it's like, okay, right? I'm gonna make a way. You know what I'm saying? So, but how does this come into play? How does this come into play? Where okay, let's say I'm following God's commandments, right? That okay, maybe what we talking about like in the afterlife or whatever the case when he comes down from judgment. Because right now it is what it is, and I have to do what I need to do, and I can do what I need to do. Let me cap that.
What you said? You said you have to you're gonna make a way.
I'm Gucci regardless.
No,
I'm saying if I do something, I make a way.
But you're doing things to make a way. There's cats that can just do. You know what I mean? The very fact that you have to make a way proves you are not free.
No, if I have to make a way, anything I wanted to do, I've done. You know, you dig what I'm saying?
Liberty. You don't have freedom.
There's no freedom.
Okay.
I think.
One more time. What don't I have the freedom to do right now?
You don't have
I can
freedom
go and
to
get
not
a
pay. Do you pay taxes?
Yeah, I pay taxes.
You don't have the freedom to not pay taxes.
Nobody does, bro. Everybody does. Everybody does.
That's not true.
Everybody. If you're talking
That's
about
not-
quote
no, that's
unquote,
not
if you guys talking about quote unquote rich people, they pay taxes too, bro. Everybody
no,
pays taxes.
No. By law, if you have a land that's not in the U.S., right? There are places in the U.S. that are not the United States, right?
Okay. And those
like
people are not paying
Washington
taxes
D.C.
because they're
like
sovereign. You're
Washington
saying because
D.C.,
they're sovereign to the land.
The District of Columbia.
Right.
It's not the U.S.
Right. Okay.
It literally is not the U.S.
Right.
You know what I mean? The people who own that land do not have to pay taxes because they're not in U.S. jurisdiction inside the U.S.
Gotcha.
You know
Okay,
what I mean?
so that makes sense what you're saying. Okay, we find out who we are, we go there, hey, this is our land, I'm not paying shit. Basically, is that what you're saying?
Let them fix everything else.
Another thing I do want to make sense of, right? Because the brother did say something. Like, imagine you purchase a home, right?
Yeah.
They could come and take that home away from you, even though it's fully paid.
What's that?
They could build
Eminent domain?
eminent domain. Yes, exactly.
No, okay, so eminent domain, that's a good example, but it's not a good example because the only time they can do that is if it's for Like
That's
they
your
putting up a
home,
library. No, true, but that's a that's a rare circumstance where eminent domain is happening. That's not like that's just not happening. Like you're right. But they can do that. They can do that with any. But that's not just me. That's with anybody.
But does it happen?
But that's not just with black people.
But
That's with.
does it happen?
Okay, well, we got to keep it into what we're talking about. That's not exclusive to just us. That's exclusive. That's to everybody. Anybody can get their house to for eminent domain.
Right.
So that's not a good example for equality.
I'm telling you why it's a good example, right? Because if you think about it, we have a level on everything that we do. There's a level, there's a high class, a middle class, there's a lower class, right?
Yes.
Because there's nothing as equality, bro, right? Because we all know there's no freedom there. In order for them to, like what you saying, it could be the other nation, right? It could be the white man or Chinese, whatever, right? Same thing can happen to them. That's the shit, right?
Yes.
But if that, in order,
1 second. I'm gonna give it a
cool.
second.
In order for certain stuff like that to happen to them, right? Because that's the way of them trying to get to you, trying to hurt you, right? Because they rather kill themselves just to get to you, right?
And eminent domain can only happen on U.S. land.
Right.
It doesn't happen anywhere else that's not U.S. land.
But we're talking about United States
Yes.
because that's the real estate code here.
That's-
So we're talking. We can't be everywhere with it. Like we got to have some sort of like guidelines of what we're talking about. Otherwise, it's everywhere.
No.
So you brought up eminent domain. So we got to stick within the confines of talking about the U.S. So it can happen to anybody in the U.S. Anybody in the U.S. It's not like we're talking about equality, right? So what I'm saying is, it's not exclusive to just black people where they can just practice eminent domain. It can happen to white people. It can happen to Chinese people. Anywhere the government, and then it has to be justified there's justifications within that. You know what I'm saying? There's justifications within eminent domain. It's not just we're taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? There has to be for like they're building something that for the library or whatever the case may be.
Does it have to, or can they just say that it was for that purpose?
Does it have to? No, it has to be because first, if they come, like for instance, if they try to do eminent domain to me, I just go and look at the law. The law tells you just right here, and then if they try to do it and going against the confines of the law, they're not taking it.
Are you going to run against the military if you take them to the lawsuit?
Am I going to win?
If you take them
Yes, I'm going to. Why would I? If the law is the law, bro. So I'm going to fight. See, you're coming for. I understand, bro. It's almost a defeated mentality.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Why would you say, am I going to win? What do you mean, am I going to win? I don't know. I'm going to go to court.
You have to face the facts. If you want true freedom, you have to know what is there. You know what I mean?
Let's go. Let's stick with this example. You said.
Step back from your land. I really did. Oh, Israel? Yeah, I did. Oh, all praise you. You know where from Israel. See, he knows you're from Israel. He knows you're from Israel.
Probably does. I don't know. I don't really dispute that.
That's true.
I'm not debating any of that. You know what I'm saying? Where we come from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not debating that. My thing is that my whole thing about it is I think that with the freedom aspect of things, like I appreciate what you. I'm trying to figure like, are y'all stuck in a thing where it's just like thinking that we're not free, but we really are free. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand like taxes and certain things of this nature, but how is that stopping people? Is that stopping you from living though? You dig what I'm saying? Like you can go and make as much as bread as you want. You can go and educate people how you want. You can do anything practically you want.
I'm talking about technicality. I'll let them do it.
All right, boss man. All right.
I want to finish this. I don't want to get a ticket. I'm gonna be fun.
All right, cool.
And all right, so
I had so much questions I want to ask you, brother.
So what's crazy about when people say that they got freedom, right? Yes, we have freedom in some type of aspect, right? But when it comes to us as a whole nation, we're not free as a people. We probably don't have physical chains on our necks or on our hands, but we still have to look at our oppressors and have to answer to them. Yes, we know we could travel to these different countries. We got to get a passport. The scriptures talks about that, right? If they want to come and take your children away, they could do that. You're not free. You can't go against the government and say, oh, you can't take my children away. They have all rights and all authority to do that. When it comes to you trying to open up a business in the hood, you could do those things, but guess what? You still got to make sure you answer to these people. If you don't get yourself right, they could take anything away from you. Like he said, I could climb a tree. I could climb a coconut tree. That's electrolytes. But if you take a coconut tree from anywhere around here, you got to answer to these people. You're not
go
free.
get citation, boy.
They might write you a big ticket. And now you got to answer to these people.
That's what
you gonna say? It's in the land. It's in the public area. I could take it. No, You gotta answer to these people because someone plant that and it belongs to them. It don't belong to you, man.
Come out of one. That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to make prove a point. I was waiting for Captain to finish, right? Because no, you good, Cap. That was powerful. I was trying to use.
Right. What I was trying to explain, in Deuteronomy chapter 32, and if I'm not mistaken, I think verse 1 or verse 5, it talks about the difference between each people and nation.
Started from a conversation. Being alone had me too impatient. Had to tell her about my situation. We on the phone hella long, wonder where the day went. Her mama Judah, father Benji, know I love Jamaicans. It was a vibe, wasn't tripping off the love making. She like you fly, I'm surprised how you not taking. Told her the truth, I denied Satan. Been separated for a year and honestly I'm getting tired of waiting. It's frustrating, got me about to leave. I got a wife but she don't believe, she deceived. On top of that we always fighting and we hardly speak. To me you like a breath of new fresh air, with her I hardly breathe. I understand if you wanna leave. She played a G and said I'll be the sister that you need. I'm here for you as a sister in your time of grief. A black man trying to find peace, I'm happy that you found me.